Welcome to the Burrow. It's Lala Bunny, head trader at Bimbo Trading Academy. And the topic of today's video is how to boost your confidence in 8 steps. Now, I'm going to give you them all at the beginning, so you don't have to watch the whole thing, but you can come back later and get the details. So the 8 steps are: number 1, embrace your perceived flaws. Number 2, develop your own moral compass. Number 3, accomplish a daunting physical task. Number 4, let go of societal conventions. Number 5, practice the art of saying no. Number 6, let the worst thing happen. Number 7, find your tribe. And number 8, never stop learning. So now I'm going to break down these steps and how they can help you improve your confidence. Now, I'm not only talking about external, looks, confidence in your appearance, but also confidence in yourself and your ability, your character, your skills, things like that. All right, let's get it cracking. Number 1, embrace your perceived flaws. Now, I didn't say embrace your flaws. I said your perceived flaws. That's because a lot of things that we're told are flaws are simply not. I'm just fixing my computer. Oh no. One moment. Technical difficulties. Okay. So, for example, well, first let's start with me. Okay. I'm almost 40. And there are people out there saying, well, women who are over 30 are past their expiration date. So I just don't believe that. I just don't listen to that. To me, it's bogus. Also, I'm 200 pounds. So it takes a lot of confidence to be 200 pounds in a society that's telling you that anyone who weighs above a certain amount or who's not super thin or skinny is not beautiful. You have to just be confident in yourself. Again, I don't listen to any of that. There's a common question like, oh, if you could change one thing about your appearance, what would it be? Well, the answer should be nothing. There's nothing I would change about my appearance because this is the way I was born. I have not gotten any plastic surgery. I don't do the fillers, the Botox, the lip fillers, whatever it's called. No, I barely wear makeup sometimes. I like to be all natural, and I just like to accept myself for who I am, and I like to wear very comfortable clothing. I like to be comfortable. I put my comfort over everything else. So I like to be relaxed in my body, confident at who I am. And having to go on here on YouTube and have the whole world see me, you have to have a degree of confidence. Now, you might be watching this and be like, well, that's easy for you to say because maybe you think I'm conventionally attractive in some way or form. Well, I've been called fat and ugly. I've also been called beautiful. And again, when they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, like that's their perception. It has nothing to do with me. You need to either find someone who thinks that you're beautiful and wonderful. And if you can't find that person, you have to be that person. You have to be your own cheerleader. It doesn't matter really, truly what you look like. You have to embrace it. You don't have another choice. You have to move forward. You have to believe that you are beautiful and that you're smart and capable, all of that. The self-confidence, you have to cultivate that. And then you will go farther. You will be confident. And other people might start to recognize you, but even if they don't, you have to go forward, almost like a lone wolf. It's like, look, like a lion is majestic, a wolf. Sometimes the greatest wolf gets kicked out of the pack. People around them hate them. They have to have confidence in themselves to keep going, keep moving forward. Okay. Embrace your perceived flaws. So, who says someone is overweight? Who decides that? I don't even feel that should be a category. You decide what weight you want to be that you feel comfortable at. Who says your nose is too big? Too big compared to what? How can my nose be too big? Too big for who? For me? No, this is the nose that was put on my body. Why would it be too big? Too big? Compared to what? A smaller nose? Who says smaller is better? That's insanity. What about too many freckles? How could someone have too many freckles? That's what they were born with. It's not too many, just the right amount. Now, there's a condition called vitiligo, and it's like when people's skin has different pigments, And if you've seen, there's actually a model who has it, and she's gorgeous. And there's a commercial for pharmaceuticals that is saying like you could take a pill to change this. I am so against that. I think that's terrible. You could be a perfectly healthy individual. Why would you take a pill? Like, you're not less beautiful or not less healthy because of that skin condition. Okay. What about the size of your breasts? You could not convince me to cut myself open and put a silicone bag under my breast. You couldn't, like, I would be screaming, running away from you. Why would I let you cut up my body? You've got to be kidding yourself. Unbelievable. That's how insane our society is. Our society is distorted. People have distorted self-image. Yes, I am against plastic surgery. That's unnecessary. I am. I'm against breast implants. I'm against Brazilian butt lifts. They're medically dangerous. And you're chasing something that is just based on changing yourself, which is never good. What about a man's height? I know. I know in society, we act like a man's value is tied to his height, and it's not right. Okay, how about fat? Fat is the enemy. Oh, I'm so fat. People say, oh, I'm so fat. Humans have fat on their body. Other animals have fat on their body. You ever seen a seal? A whale with the blubber? They have fat. They're not less beautiful. A whale is beautiful, beautiful creature. And I've seen people insulting women, calling them a whale. It's not nice, but maybe embrace it. Say, yeah, I'm a sexy whale. What can you do? These people are haters. Anyway, free yourself from a mental prison that demonizes fat. Fat is not your enemy. Fat can be healthy. All right, number 2, develop your own moral compass. So, if you've ever seen like a bully situation, you want to step in, you see something happen in public, you want to speak up, but you're too quiet. If you really think about if you really decide what you know is right or wrong, if you're sure in yourself, then you will know how to act when the time is right. So you must evaluate your own morality, not what the people around you say, not what society says. You develop your own moral compass, you stick to it, and it will make you feel uh, righteous. It'll make you feel righteous and vindicated. Okay. Number 3, accomplish a daunting physical task. So set out to do something, lift something heavy or go the distance, sign up for a marathon, or if it's just a 2-mile run, that's fine. Whatever it is. If you can only walk, walk. If you're in a wheelchair, join a sports team, do something. Because this builds resistance and uh moral fortitude, because you are at this level and you want to be here. So it takes something changes inside of you when you're like, I've never run a marathon, now I have. I can only lift this much weight, now I can lift this much weight. There's this progress that happens between there and then, and I am talking about physical tasks, but again, based on your ability, whatever you can do. It could be as simple as lifting a pencil if that's all you can do. Maybe you can only do it 100 times until you get too tired. Maybe you do it 200 times. How long is it going to take for you to build that up? Just work on a physical skill. It gives you more confidence. And that's what this topic is about, boosting your confidence. Okay. Number 4, let go of societal conventions. This has been a theme I've been talking about throughout. So in order to do so, you must learn to trust your intuition, listen to your gut, tap into yourself. When do you have feelings of distress or discomfort? Like something's going on around you and you don't feel right about it. You need to tap into that, figure out what that is, and then be like, how can I change my life, either to help others or to help myself, so that I'm not in that state of discomfort. Only you know what's right for you and best for you. So say this mantra: I know what's best for me. Say it again: I know what is best for me. 5, practice the art of saying no. So this is very empowering, and I did not discover this till way later in life, mostly because I had read articles about it. When the way I was conditioned by society was to say yes to everything, and that is no way to live. You have to, again, you check in with yourself before you say yes to something. Your time is valuable. It is your own. You are steering the ship. Take ownership and control of your life. Number 6, let the worst thing happen. I mean, your worst fear. Let's say your worst fear is public speaking. Then you should sign up for a speech in front of 500 people. Now, you might not be able to do that right away. How can you practice? You could release a video online. How else? You could speak in front of a small group of 2 people. You could speak in front of a group of 10 people. You can build yourself up to that. But whatever your worst fear is, you need to lean into that. Obviously, if you do it too soon, if you try to speak in front of 500 people and you're not ready, you might get a really bad reaction and then say, I'm never going to speak in front of people again. So you don't do it before you're too ready. You cultivate, you develop those skills. You actively work on yourself until you can tackle that task. Now, what if you dread having your hair messy or like wearing no makeup and going outside the house? Then you practice. Maybe first you go on a little walk with your dog and you choose not to wear makeup. You do it in incremental, small steps until you are more confident in your own skin. Basically, it's kind of like exposure therapy. You increase the stakes. What about oh yeah, a swimsuit, a two-piece swimsuit. I know some people they're not confident to wear bikinis because of this little, this pouch that hangs over the bathing suit, or they have saggy skin from weight loss or pregnancy or whatever it may be. So maybe you just walk around your house in a bikini first. Maybe then you go in your backyard in a bikini, and until you're ready to be in public in a bikini, because every body is a bikini body. Don't let anyone tell you differently. I will die on this hill. Every body is a bikini body. Okay. Live outside of your comfort zone, push boundaries. So, um, these are all ways you can expand your confidence. Number 7, find your tribe. So, even though you should not rely on other people building you up, it is nice when other people can recognize the light and the gifts inside of you. It can really help you be more confident in your talents. External validation can help us see the best in ourselves. Don't surround yourself with Debbie Downers and negative Nancys who constantly criticize and put you down. And unfortunately, for some of us, it's our closest people who put us down. It's your mother who criticizes your appearance. It's your best friend who says something negative about you. You need to reevaluate either how much time you spend with those people or just take it with a grain of salt, which means let it slide off your back. Just let that negative comment it's gone. Don't dwell on it. They don't know better than you. They don't. Build up your self-worth by putting in the work independently and in community by recognizing others that recognize the light in you. Be a mirror to others as well as reflect their light and strengths. I'll be your mirror. I see what's good in you. I'm going to tell you that out loud. Wow, you're really good at that. Oh, wow, you should try that. Oh, you should join that club. You should do that. Oh, interesting. Wouldn't it be great to have a cheerleader in your corner? Again, if you can't find a cheerleader, you be your own cheerleader. Number 8, never stop learning. Be a lifelong learner. Release the pressure of perfection. Be open to new perspectives. You can't know it all. So, like, I'm embarrassed of making mistakes and being wrong about things. So, like, if I give a fact and it turns out it's wrong, I'm like, ugh, I gotta go check. I gotta double check that fact. But you know what? If I just admit that I'm a lifelong learner, that not every human can be 100% right about everything, I'm gonna do my best, genuine, honest, attempt. And if I receive more information where that changes my view later on, I'll be like, you know what? My view at that time was one thing, but I've done more research and this is why I've shifted my view to this. If you adopt the mindset that you're always learning, then you know you can never be perfect because perfect is stagnant. That's someone who thinks they're done learning. Someone who thinks they're, a genius. And yeah, there are geniuses. But what I mean is those geniuses, those are the people who probably love learning. And they know when they're wrong and they want to fix it. Okay. If you know better, do better. Don't be hard on yourself about past mistakes. Keep moving forward and fail forward. Fail forward means you get up, you try again. You get up, you try again, but you're moving forward. Don't be afraid to fall and get back up. Be the man in the arena. I'm going to make another video about the man in the arena. So I hope this helped. And if you're a young person, especially, I know the teenage years are tough. I used to keep a journal where I was writing down like what foods I was eating and my weight. And I was very like slim back then. And there was no reason for me to be obsessing over my weight. I was 130 pounds. I was 5'6". So why was I, as a teenage girl whose body was growing and developing, why did I think I needed to somehow lose weight? And I was an athlete. Why we would never recommend for an athlete to lose weight. It wouldn't make sense. It actually could negatively impact their performance. So I was trapped in that prison. I was trapped in that prison of like, oh, you shouldn't eat this or that or whatever. And I freed myself from that prison. I eat whatever I know you could tell, right? I eat whatever I want, whenever I want. No one can tell me otherwise. And I look, I know what people might say, and they don't live my life. They don't live my life. Only I live my life. I'll review the ways to boost your confidence. 1, embrace your perceived flaws. 2, develop your own moral compass. 3, accomplish a daunting physical task. 4, let go of societal conventions. 5, practice the art of saying no. 6, let the worst thing happen. Number 7, find your tribe. And number 8, never stop learning. Boom. I hope that helped. And I'll see you on the flip side. All right. Happy trading.